When I was 7 months old, I was given the DTP vaccine. After the shot, I had a brain hemorrhage that affected the nerve centers, and because of that, I've had constant muscle tone ever since. That's why I'm in a wheelchair. We came to Israel from Belarus in 2023. Finding an apartment here was really difficult.
We needed an apartment in a building where it was possible to move around with a wheelchair. Even if there's an elevator in the building, it doesn't mean that a huge wheelchair like this can actually fit inside.
This apartment is the only one that worked for us.
But this apartment doesn't have a protected room against missile attacks.
There's a shared bomb shelter in the basement of this building. But it's impossible to get down there with this wheelchair, so we switched to the wheelchair we brought from Belarus. It's really old and weighs about around 330 pounds. That's the one we use to go down into the shelter. It's really hard.
I'm a zoo psychologist by training, and back in Belarus, I used to sell my paintings. When we arrived in Israel, I decided I didn't want to just sit and live on disability benefits. Money wasn't enough, and I wanted to start working again as a zoo psychologist. We decided to open a small business. We called the National Insurance Institute. We spoke to an accountant, and we asked if it's possible to open a business while receiving disability benefits. Everyone told us, of course, no problem, you can work. But after some time, I got a letter saying I wasn't allowed to open my own business, so they were taking back all the disability benefits they had paid me. As a result, our bank account is now minus 30,000 shekels, and all the benefits we receive now go straight toward paying off that debt.
We see you have a lot of animals. How do you manage to care for them? Isn't it expensive?
It's about 1,000 shekels a month. We split the payments into many smaller ones, so it doesn't feel as heavy. I honestly don't understand how we survive, but my husband says it's because I keep rescuing injured animals from the streets. Whenever I see an injured animal, I just can't walk away.
How do you manage financially? Do you only live on the benefits?
Yes, we only have the benefits.
I tried to find a job, but the problem is I can't just leave the house for 8 hours. If we hire a caregiver, my entire salary would just go to her, so it doesn't make sense. And a caregiver can't really do what I do. Anastasia needs to be lifted, carried. You need strength for that. Plus, you have to understand the specifics of her muscle tone and so on.
What's your biggest need right now?
I really need a standing frame. It's a device that straps you in so you can stand for some time. It's important to keep the blood vessels working properly. Without it, my legs swell and the muscle tone gets worse. My current wheelchair also doesn't let me change positions, but there are upgrades you can buy, like reclining the backrest and extending the footrest.
How much do those upgrades cost?
About 10,000 shekels for each upgrade. A standing frame can even be built into the wheelchair, but that's very expensive, around 50,000 shekels. But it really makes life easier and improves health. But despite everything, we like it in Israel. It can be difficult in any country, but we feel good here.
It's always difficult for us to hear about the challenges some people face when they come to Israel, and we do our best to make their lives a little easier and more joyful. We're glad that Anastasia takes part in the activities we organize at our Krayot office, such as drawing masterclasses. Thanks to you, we can also help her family with food and even with the care of their many pets. Our main goal now is to provide Anastasia with the medical equipment she needs, which will make life much easier for her and her family.